Yeah, it's live right now. Um,
What's up, boys? Welcome back to the live. Ask your questions. Let's go, boys. Me and my boy Tyler Leary.
um, let's
Wait, Tyler, talk.
let's talk about
Wait, Tyler, talk. Okay, I can hear you. Wait, let's go. Let's go, Jordan.
While we wait for people to come in, let's just talk about a couple things that happened this week. Latest news coming out of Vancouver: Brock Besser wants a 4-year deal, $7 million per year contract. Would that be a steal for the Canucks?
Yes, because 4 years, $7 million. That's well-deserved money for him. And once he comes out of the deal, he'll still be an RFA. So I mean, it's a win-win. And they get 40 goal season out of Besser, and he's still an RFA. He can't leave in UFA.
Yeah, that's for sure. He's been hurt his first 2 seasons, a couple of games. First season a lot. Last season I think it was only 13. Put up 50+ points in each of his first 2 seasons. Definitely worth $7 million in my opinion. You got guys like Kevin Hayes making $7 million, way older than Besser, and never put up that point production like Besser before. So I think it's a steal of a contract.
Yeah, I agree.
Get into Mitch Marner.
Fuck Marner.
Practice with Zurich.
What is there to talk about? I mean, he ruined his own value already. He's not going to play in that NHL this season.
Well, yeah, I mean, no, he could still play in the NHL. They'll get a deal done. Like, even they got that eventually got a deal done. It's just a matter of time and when they have the cap space to do so. But it seems Mitch Marner is like on the Austin Matthews train.
Are they ever going to learn? Are they going to learn like they did from Nylander? You had no idea what I just asked, did you?
No. Yeah, but like you said, he's hurting his own value. What's $1 million? I know we're saying what's $1 million more, but to them it's nothing. $1 million. What's the difference between 10 and 11 million? $1 million. It's nothing to them. At that point, I think you're being ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah, I also think the other RFAs are starting to lose.
What do you say?
As we said, RFA's waiting for Marner. Came out yesterday. Zach Werenski wants a 3-year deal with an AAV of at least $5 million. It'd be a steal of a contract for Columbus, but their only concern would be the term. They want to lock him up long term. So I guess Werenski doesn't really want to be there long term. I'm not sure, but your thoughts?
I mean, it'll be a good deal for Werenski, but they want to lock him up long term. They don't want a bridge deal. They want him long term. So yeah, I agree with Columbus. I'd want him long term. I wouldn't risk him going to UFA in 5 years. I'd rather keep him for the long haul.
Yeah, I completely agree.
And Brassard going to the Islanders.
Oh, that's a steal of a signing. For a guy that was asking for $4 million when the free agency period started, you knew he'd be a guy that a couple of teams that needed center depth looked at. They didn't get the money he wanted, but the Islanders taking a chance on Brassard, 1 year, $1.2 million. Not the offensive player he once was, but he still plays that defensive side of the game, and he plays it very well. So I think he'll fit great with Barry Trotz and Lou Lamoriello under their system.
Yeah, I agree. I like Brassard's game, and I think he struggled. You can't find chemistry with 3 different teams in 1 year. Colorado, Pittsburgh, Florida. He's played third line minutes in Pittsburgh, and he put up Simone, who was his best winger, and then he went to Florida, play with Jared McCann, who's a good player. But I think that he's gonna be a really good player under Barry Trotz's system. He's a really good defensive player. We know that. I see 40 points out of him, but if he likes it, he'll resign. That's the good part.
All right, so
New York
we got our
Rangers,
first question.
New York
Yeah.
Rangers or Philadelphia this year? Philadelphia. I'm gonna go Philadelphia.
Yeah, I'll go Philadelphia too. I like that defensive core.
Yeah, I like Philadelphia's defensive core. When you can put Gostisbehere in your third pairing, it's really good. I think it'd be Provorov and Matt Niskanen. Then they'll probably put Sanheim and Justin Braun, and probably Shane Gostisbehere and Felipe Myers. It's a really good, or Sam Morin. And I like that. It's a lot of depth defensively. Whereas New York Rangers, they don't have good defensive depth.
It's a what if defense.
Yeah. Libor Hadjic, Adam Fox, can't trust him yet. So yeah, that's the only reason. I mean, the offense is pretty much tied with Voracek, Giroux, Couturier, Kevin Hayes, James Van Riemsdyk, Nolan Patrick. I like the Phillies' offense too, and goaltending is going to go to Philly too. So
Toronto or Florida?
I mean, this is a tough one. I mean, both teams are really struggling defensively, but both teams have elite goaltenders with Bobrovsky and Frederik Andersen. I mean, as of right now, I'm gonna have to go to Toronto because of that tremendous depth they have up front. On defense, it's just a lot of offensive defensemen. That's the problem they have over there. So I'm gonna go Toronto.
Yeah.
What are you? What do you think?
I'm going Florida based off if Marner doesn't resign.
Yeah.
Because Florida has a very deep top six. I know Toronto has more elite players, but I'd rather take a deep top six over a couple of elite players.
Yeah, I agree with you. And I agree with you that Florida is going to have a good decor, but I like Toronto better as of right now. Buffalo makes the playoffs. That's a good question. As of right now, I said they're going to be really close, maybe around 40 wins, or maybe 50 in the Atlantic. I hope they do make the playoffs. Eichel needs to prove that he's one of the better players in the league, and it's frustrating for him missing the playoffs every year. And looking at Matthews having a good team every year, and Laine and Marner, and and McDavid, and he wants to take his game to the next level as a captain of the Sabres. So I'm gonna say no, but I hope they do. They could definitely make it. It's still a possibility. What do you think? Does Buffalo make the playoffs?
Yeah, no, they could definitely surprise some people and make it. But like you said, they'll come close. Florida made the jump this year, acquiring Bobrovsky and Stroman to really help that back end. I think Florida makes the jump in. Toronto got better. Boston and Tampa are still juggernauts. But it all comes down to who's going to be in that wild card spot. Metro is Metro going to take two teams again from the wild card? Or are they going to take one? But I don't feel like Buffalo's ready to take that jump yet.
I agree. Ilya Sorokin, Igor Shesterkin, or Ilya Samsonov. My bias is an Islander fan. Go Sorokin. KHL goalie of the year. But I definitely like Shesterkin and Samsonov. I think Samsonov's gonna be. I think Samsonov might be the starter of the Caps next year, especially if Holtby leaves in free agency, because they might need to keep Backstrom over Holtby with limited cap space. So I'm gonna go Samsonov for number 2, and 3 would go Shesterkin. I like him too. I don't think he's gonna be getting as big of a chance. Only because Lundqvist is up there. They got Alexander Georgiev up there, so I'm gonna go Sorokin, the best out of all 3 of them. What do you think?
I think Sorokin beats out Shesterkin by a hair. I think Samsonov is. I put him the least. I put him third on the list of those guys because he's been less hyped up. That doesn't mean he's worse than them. I'm just saying I don't think he's on the same tier as them. But I do think these guys could all be starters for their teams within the next few seasons, especially if Holtby leaves. You can look out for Samsonov. Once Lundqvist retires, Shesterkin is definitely going there, and if Sorokin makes the jump to the NHL from Russia, definitely be the starter.
Yeah. Well, you guys have more interviews coming out soon? Yeah, we're going to have a lot of interviews coming out soon. We're getting players. We're talking to them, and hopefully we're going to get them. Akira Schmidt or Mackenzie Blackwood? You can answer this one as a Devils fan.
Mackenzie Blackwood proved he could be an NHL caliber starter last year. It's just a matter of whether he takes the next step or not. But I like Akira Schmidt's game. I like his lateral movement. He has a good glove hand, good hand-eye coordination. But he still has plenty of time to develop. He's still in the USHL. Got drafted to the Lethbridge Hurricanes. But yeah, plenty of time to develop. You can never tell with these goalies. A 6th-round goalie could turn into a superstar.
Yeah, I'm gonna choose. As of right now, I'll go Blackwood, but I think Schmidt has the higher upside. Eichel or Matthews? Eichel. I think Matthews is so overrated. I think that everyone just compares him to McDavid. I hate that. Eichel is much better than him, I think, in my opinion.
Yeah.
It's a little controversial, but I'm gonna choose Eichel. What about you?
Who did you choose?
Eichel.
You chose Jack Eichel?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I agree with you, Jack Eichel. I'm only going Jack Eichel because I feel like Matthews has more support around him, and Eichel's doing it, mainly by himself. I put up 80 points last year. It was a breakout season for him, but yeah, Eichel for sure.
Yeah. NHL Analysis Prospect said today the Devils suck at drafting. Thoughts, Tyler? What are your thoughts on this?
I'd agree with him, only if 2017 and 2019 weren't the case. I feel like they had very solid drafts. They picked up Nathan Bastian, Brett Sini, Nico Hischier,
Jesper
Jack
Bratt.
Hughes. They picked up a stud in the late round, Michael Vukovic.
Jesper Bratt.
Really good. Yeah, Jesper Bratt too. But I want to focus on Michael Vukovic. They picked him in the 4th or 5th round, I believe. The moves he's put on the shootout, his skating, his hands—they're all very, clean, smooth. He could definitely crack that top 6 one day. Steal the pick, in my opinion.
Yeah. I agree. I like the Devils drafting. I don't think they suck at drafting. I think they're really good at drafting. Who are the top 3 players from the draft? I mean, two of them we know. I'm gonna go. Jack Hughes is number 1. Capo Caco is number 2, and number 3. I don't know. I might go in a stretch here and say Cole Caulfield.
I'll go. Yeah, Cole Caulfield for sure.
Yeah. So
I don't know why he dropped the 15.
Yeah, maybe it was a personality issue, but I think big steal is Arthur Kaliev. I think his personality issues and his skating was a concern, but I hope he blooms in the NHL. 2003 or 2015 draft. 2015 draft. Even if you asked somebody that didn't know 2003 draft, they go 2015 because of McDavid, Eichel, Hanifin, and just a really good draft. It was stacked. What do you think? Tyler, 2003 or 2015?
I have to agree with you. 2015 draft. These guys are coming into the NHL making a bigger impact right away, whereas 2003 you had to wait 2 or 3 years before these guys came in. And they're getting paid more money too.
Mm-hmm.
Think about it for their point production.
Yeah, I know.
So, all right, next question. Just working with Georgiev, it's Chesty in my opinion. I'm gonna let the Islanders man answer this one.
Just working because I like Georgiev, but he's a little shaky to me. It doesn't look like he can handle the starter role. I think he could be a really solid backup to Shesterkin if he pans out to be the goalie he is. But don't get me wrong, Georgiev is also really good. He played really good games against the Leafs, the Caps, the Islanders. He comes with clutch. He's a really good goalie. I like him. But I'm going to go Shesterkin. Blackwood, you're saying Blackwood is better than who?
Nothing.
I don't know. They're saying I don't know.
Yeah,
whatever. Barkov or McKinnon. Also Matthews or Marner. The first one's tough. I like the first one.
Yeah, I feel like they're similar.
Yeah.
Very similar players.
I don't know.
They got drafted 1-2 same draft.
Yeah, I don't know. I might have to go McKinnon on this one, but it's really tight because Barkov is a 200-foot center. He could do it all. I'm gonna have to go McKinnon though. McKinnon. What do you think?
Yeah, McKinnon for sure. I think.
Yeah, but I like Barkov. It's not far. It's not far off. Matthews or Marner?
McKinnon's the better player, but I think I like Barkov better because of his 200-foot game.
Yeah, Matthews or Marner, again, two of the most underrated players in the league. Overrated players in the league.
overrated.
Yeah, I almost said underrated.
Watch
Matthew Marner, most overrated players in the league. I don't even know who to go for here. I guess I'll have to go Matthews because he doesn't need a superstar to play good in his line. Right, was a Marner. Marner was in the fourth line before Tavares last 2 years ago. He was struggling that bad. Most underrated NHL Instagram account. I mean, I guess you're asking us that. I don't know. I'll go with us, NHL Analysis Prospects.
Yeah, us. Yeah.
Caulfield dropped because of size. Yeah, that could have been it. Size, injury too.
I only feel with injury. I think GM's knew coming into this draft that size wasn't going to make a difference because you look at the younger guys and smaller guys in the NHL now. Goudreau, DeBrincat, even Kane's small. I really don't think size is a mainstay in where you get. Yeah, it's like Goudreau. Size doesn't really make a difference where you get drafted now. The game's moved away from big physical, moved more to fast skill.
Yeah.
Hank Luongo or Jake Allen?
Oh, it's like
Jake Allen for sure, but
no. I mean, Luongo's retired. Yeah, probably Jake. I mean, I guess Jake Allen. It's like asking trash or even more trash. I mean, as of right now.
Well, no. I think he's asking like out of the three, who's had the better career.
I mean, Jake Allen. You can't even compare. You got to go Hank here.
Yeah, I know. So it's just Hank or Luongo.
Yeah, I'll go Hank.
I'll go Luongo.
Yeah, I'll go Luongo. I don't like Hank. I'll take it back.
Well, he carried the Canucks.
Yeah. Hughes or Nico? That's a tough one. You can answer this one. Devils fan. Hughes or Nico?
It's hard to compare because Hughes hasn't played an NHL game yet. We've only seen him in the World Juniors and USHL. I like Hughes' game, but again, Nico's the pass first player, 200-foot player. I'm going Nico.
Mm-hmm. I'll go Nico too because Hughes hasn't played a game yet. Blackwood over Akira. I don't know. As of right now, I guess I agree with you because Blackwood has a better track record, 10-10 in the NHL. But hopefully Akira does good too. I mean, I like both of them.
I'd look out for Akira in a couple of years.
Yeah, he's very underrated. He could be starter. Top 5 goalie prospects: Ilya Sorokin, Igor Shesterkin. One I'll go Sorokin, 2 I'll go Samsung, 3 Shesterkin, 4 Spencer Knight, and 5 Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen. I like him. What do you? Is it you agree with my list?
Yeah, I think the same thing.
All right, yeah. Devils or Rangers this year? Devils. What do you think, Tyler?
Devils for sure.
Yeah, I like Devils because they improved much more than the Rangers this year. You could say they got Panarin, but I think Gusev is arguably better than Panarin if he plays a good role this season, and also because of the contract size difference. I like Gusev much better. And Subban, how long before Ottawa becomes competitive again? 4 to 5 years, I think, because they have a really good prospect pool. They have Eric Brandstrom. I like Brady Tkachuk. I like Thomas Chabot. Colin White is really good. Philip Chaplik is good. Gauss
came up a couple games this year.
Yeah, Philip Gustafsson, the goalie they got from the Penguins, is probably gonna be the starter in the next 3 years. I don't see what's so bad about this team. Brady Tkachuk is gonna lead them to success soon. He's gonna be the captain. Keep asking questions here. Let's go on here. Questions.
Yeah.
Philip Gustafsson, or Ville Husso. I want to go Ville Husso here. He had really good numbers in the AHL.
They were both bad last year.
I mean, Ville Husso, if Binnington gets injured or Jake Allen gets injured, you're gonna have to look for Ville Husso for Blues fans. I like them. I mean, I'm gonna go Husso. I like him a lot, but Gustafsson's also really good. I'm gonna go Husso because nobody really appreciates him in the Blues or in the whole NHL, and they talk about him like trade bait. So what do you think? Who's better?
Yeah, Philly Husso, my opinion, is better. Like you said, if Jake Allen or Jordan Binnington get injured, he's gonna have to step up. I feel like that Blues team would really benefit him. The way he plays his game.
Yeah, I know. I like Ville Husso a lot. I think Jack Studnicka could be a dark horse. Yeah, I think he could be. He's a Bruins prospect for those of you who don't know. I like him because he put up 49 points in 30 games 2 seasons ago, or 1 season ago, sorry. And the Niagara Ice Dogs. And then he played for Providence. He had 4 points in 5 games. I like him a lot, and nobody talks about him enough. So
Yeah.
I hope to see him. I hope to see him develop
Jack
nicely.
Campbell is an underrated.
Yeah, he is. He is. He had a 925 last season on a struggling Kings
Well,
team.
here's the problem. He's a first round pick.
Yeah, he was for
He's not
Dallas.
playing like a first round pick.
Yes, he is. He hasn't had a chance.
That's the problem.
Yes, he is. He hasn't had a chance before this to be a number 1 starter. And
Quick got hurt. They didn't rely on Campbell.
yeah, they did. I mean, because he wasn't in the
they relied
organization. They went in the organization.
They relied on Peter Budaj.
Right.
They relied on Jack Campbell.
But that's because Peter Budaj did good. But Jack Campbell's proving everyone wrong this year. He had 1 season in the NHL before this, and he played like 10 or less games in 10. This is a shot. He was picked first round by Dallas, and now look what he is. He's a really good goalie. I mean, it sucks that it's so late, but I mean, at least late than ever. It's better late than ever. Who is the most underrated and overrated prospect pool? You want to answer this one, Tyler?
Underrated. I'm gonna go. I'll go Carolina Hurricanes. I really like their young group of guys over there. You know, they had a good 2019 draft. They got Suzuki in the first round, which is a steal of a pick in my opinion. They still have Martin Necas in their prospect pool. He looks to
Jake Bean.
Yeah.
Julien Gauthier.
Hayden Fleury's still there.
Gauthier.
Still. Yeah. See, a bunch of names still haven't made the NHL yet. That's how deep their prospect pool is. Overrated. I'm gonna have to go.
The New York Rangers.
You know what? I'll go New York Rangers.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, they're all, in my opinion, they're all overhyped.
Adam Fox, Libor
hasn't
Hajek.
done anything yet. And he's already being hyped up as an elite superstar player.
Yeah, exactly.
Philip Hedl too. You know, last season he only had about 30 points. Still, though, he was getting a lot of time though because this New York team didn't really have anyone at that center spot. Should have put up way more points in my opinion. Even Adam Fox still hasn't played a game yet, being hyped up as a next Erik Karlsson. Yeah, just everyone overrates the New York Rangers prospect pool.
Yeah, I know. Let's see. I thought you said Dustin Wolf. I mean, that wasn't us. That wasn't us who said that. But I mean, I like Dustin Wolf too. So I mean, I just didn't. I wouldn't. It's my personal opinion. I wouldn't put him up there. I think he's good. I just wouldn't put him up there. It wasn't us, but. Will you guys ever interview some NHL players? We did already. We did Akira Schmid. And we're gonna do a lot more NHL players.
He means like.
Current NHL.
Playing.
Yeah, we're gonna work on that.
We're working on
Yeah. OHL, WHL, or QMJHL? OHL, because I feel like if it really prepares prospects for the next level of hockey in the NHL. I like WHL and QMJHL too, but I think it's a matter of more maturity in OHL. What do you think, Tyler?
Yeah, I definitely agree with you. OHL develops these guys more. You see a lot of players coming out of the OHL. Then I go WH. Yeah, the Q in my opinion, it's for like, you know, I don't want to say beginners, but that's where like you start off, in my opinion. Yeah, so OHL is better out of the three.
Cal Peterson and Jack Campbell, who's gonna be better? Jack Campbell is already up there in age. Cal Peterson's just a little younger, I think. Cal Peterson also put up a 924. I mean, those two, Peterson and Campbell, really saved the Kings' save percentage in the NHL this season, but they still did bad. So if Quick gets injured, I think they're gonna have a solid year together as a tandem. But as of who's gonna be better, I'm gonna have to go Peterson because he went 5-4. But it's a tight race. It's a tight race again. It's a really bad Kings team, and they're both putting up really good numbers. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm gonna go agree with you. Cal Peterson's gonna be better, but I would like to see the Kings trade Quick. Some team that needs a goalie, and let Campbell and Peterson duel it out for that number one spot. It'd be really interesting.
Yeah. Underrated and most overrated NHL rosters. Underrated. I think everyone overlooks. Okay, I mean we could start the overrated first. Overrated. I'm gonna have to go the New York Rangers. I think they have a really bad roster. I mean, there's not much to say. They got Panarin.
Second line center.
That's really good. That's really good. They got Panarin, but what else do they have after that? I mean, yeah, second line center, like you said, they're going to depend on the likes of Ryan Strome, who, yeah, put up 40 points, but you can't depend on him again, like to have a season like that.
They're a one-line team.
Yeah, and underrated. I wouldn't say this underrated. I would say more as overlooked. I would have to go Ottawa Senators because they have a franchise left winger and Brady Tkachuk. Colin White's going to be really good for them. Philip Chaplik's going to come up there soon. Thomas Chabot is good. I think Zaitsev's going to have a better year. Ennis is going to have to step up. Connor Brown's going to step up. Zaitsev's going to have to step up. Anderson and is going to have to step up. Anders Nilsson is going to have to step up. Again, if they step up, they could have a solid year, no playoffs, but they could have a 34-win season, which I like. What do you think? What are your overrated and underrated?
Yeah, I agree with you. Overrated New York Rangers for sure. Like we said, one-line team. Underrated. I don't know if this would really count as underrated. I'm gonna go Chicago. A lot of people haven't missed in the playoffs, but I like what they did this summer, acquiring Olli Maatta. I really think he could really step up his game in Chicago. Still need to get Brandon Perlini signed. I think they'll get him signed though. Signed Robin Leonard. Nobody really talks about that because they always think of Corey Crawford with the Blackhawks, but he could step in and help the Blackhawks, make a run for the playoffs.
Cale Makar and Jack Hughes. It's tough. I like Cale Makar. I think Cale Makar is the best defensive prospect as of right now, but Jack Hughes is the best prospect right now. I don't know. It's really more of what you value. I'll have to go Hughes here, but I like Makar. Something against them, just Hughes is much better as of right now, as I think. Not much better, just like a tad bit better. I mean, I think you agree with me, right? Hughes is better. Veleno or Jason Robertson? Joe Veleno. I think Joe Veleno's. I think Veleno is he's gonna be a boomer. He's a late round draft pick. So I think he's overlooked a little bit. I think people thought he was overrated kind of back in 2017, or he was really hyped up by a lot of people to be elite player. And let's see, I hope he does good Detroit. How many points is Kotkaniemi did get this year? 50 to 65. I think I think people really disrespect him. He got really tired towards the end of last season. That's why they had to play Jordan Weal in the last 3 games. I would say 50 to 65, and the next year can go up to as much as 70 to 90. I mean, that's how good he is. That's how much potential he has. What do you think? How many points will he have? How many points will Kotkaniemi have, Tyler?
I don't think he's gonna get 65. I think in the 50s range, that'll be like his mark this year. Because you have to remember he's not gonna be playing first line center. That's Max Domi's job.
Tough.
It all depends who he plays with. That's the tough part.
Yeah.
Because you still have Philip Deneau. That you can play second or third. They're interchangeable.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough.
Yeah, I'm gonna go 55.
Yeah, that's good. Who do you think is the most underrated prospect in the league? Underrated? Probably have to go Cam York here. Nobody really talks about him. What do you think? No. Yeah, or Caulfield. I saw that comment. I like Caulfield, but I think people talk about how much of a steal he was that I wouldn't have chosen. I like Cam York, and I like Michael Vukojevic from the Devils. They're underlooked a lot.
Bobby Brink too.
Bobby Brink. I like Bobby Brink. Spencer Knight or Wallstead? I'm gonna go Spencer Knight. For this one. Spencer Knight, because he looks like he's going to have a brighter future than Wallstead. I think Wallstead is going to have a good future once he gets drafted next year. He might go second or third round, maybe even first. I really doubt he goes first, maybe second or third. But I'm going to go Knight right now. They're both overhyped. Yeah, I agree. Quick to Seattle. That would be interesting to see if Quick went to Seattle. And to answer the question below that, yes, they would be competitive because of Quick, because they won't have as much of a bad defensive core, but they will be competitive if they get Quick. But other than that, I don't see how they would be competitive. I think Vegas was a one-hit wonder. I don't think that any team could accomplish their success. What do you think, Tyler?
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see them get Quick. The only issue I have though is that they will only be competitive if Ron Francis plays his cards right. You want to see him make deals like George McPhee did with the other teams to not acquire players for like George McPhee got out and got Alex Tuck from Minnesota to I believe to not touch I think it was Spurgeon. But yeah, he has to play his cards right in order for them to even close to the playoffs in their first season.
Yeah. Let's see. They don't have a roster yet. Yeah. Cam York. I answered that already. Caulfield. Yeah, I agree with Caulfield too. But I think people that talk about him enough. Igor Feinstein. Yeah. I was going to talk about that. He's a really good prospect for the Preds. He had 62 points in 58 games last year. He's overlooked, and I hope that he's a winger, a big, speedy wing, big size winger. I think he's going to become a top 6 high forward in this league.
Yeah.
I'm super pumped up for that interview. Top 5 NHL GMs. Number one, number one. I'll have to go Steve Yzerman.
Yeah.
This is a tough one. I mean, there's a lot of good GMs these days. Number 2, I'm gonna go Ray Shero. He's really underlooked. He improved his Devils roster a lot. Nobody really talks about what Ray Shero did. Number 3, I said Steve Yzerman at number 1, right?
Yeah.
Number 3, David Poile. Again, I know he's made some questionable moves in the past, but he got Duchesne. He keeps his roster competitive. So yeah, that'll be good. I mean that's good for them. Number 4, I don't want to go Louis Moreau here. I mean, I would go because of his history. So yeah, I mean, I wouldn't go Louis Moreau actually because he's kind of done questionable things over the last 5 years. So
Jeff Gordon.
Yeah, Jeff Gordon, I wouldn't go either because
Really?
he's overpaid a lot of players, like Panarin, Mark Stahl. Although as of right there, right there, it was really good. Oh, Brian McClellan is really good. Brian McClellan, the Caps GM, he built a perennial contender over there. What else is there? I mean, maybe Jarmo Kekalainen of Columbus. He made a lot of risky moves, but I mean, their future is gonna be really good. Opinion on Otto Koivula on the Islanders. He's an Islanders prospect. I think he's gonna be a top 6 forward. I like him, maybe 50 to 60 point guy. It's a really good pick. It was a late pick. So I think he's gonna be a really good bloomer in 2 years when he in the NHL. Maybe 50 points. I like his game. He's fast. I've seen him in a training camp. He's fat. He's speedy. He's skillful. So was Simmons a good signing? Yeah, because it was only a 1-year deal. I mean, there's no risk here. I mean, there's only a really high chance of a reward instead of a risk. What do you think, Tyler?
Yeah, I completely agree with you. Low risk, high reward. But it all depends how he shapes out.
Yeah. Which team is the best at drafting? In my opinion, Winnipeg. What do you think, Tyler?
Best at drafting, I'm going to go. I don't know, so many. Winnipeg's a good one.
Yeah.
Carolina could draft in the past couple
Sebastian
years.
Aho, yeah. I mean, Edmonton is the worst team, in my opinion, in drafting because I don't think I have to explain anymore. The Red Wings are really underrated. Montreal takes risks. I like that about them. So I don't know. I mean, I guess I have to go.
As much as we all hate Chicago, they always end up with like a good player.
Yeah, Chicago's good.
In one draft.
Yeah.
They got the Cat, Yoki Haru, but they traded his prices.
Ken Holland does not suck. He just tried to keep a good core in Detroit together and it just blew up in his face. I like Ken Holland and what he's doing in Edmonton. He's changing the whole culture over there, and they have to be grateful for him. I think right now he's a top 15 GM. His work is definitely it's noted because he changed the culture like a lot. Like he traded Lucic, he got James Neal, perennial 20-goal scorer. Just couldn't get it done. I like him a lot. So Holmstrom was a reach, but I think he'll end up being a good pick, like a top 4 defenseman, top 6 defenseman, something that the Islanders are going to need in the future, especially with Leddy and Hickey and Boychuk getting up there in age and the wrong side of 30s and 20s. So yeah, it's a reach, but it was definitely a solid. He's a good player, just too high in my opinion. Was Sam Poon a good pick? Yes, he was a really good pick. If it all pans out, then he could be a top 6 forward in the NHL. But I think it's up to him. I think I think there's a lot of areas he needs to work on if he wants to be good. Again, it's all. I mean, it's all. Wait, which Holmstrom are we talking about? We're talking about Simon Holmstrom and the Islanders. I don't know which Holmstrom they're talking about. Which Holmstrom is this? Is this the one in the Islanders or what?
Which Holmstrom?
Yeah, isn't Holmstrom Holmstrom is a defenseman? The Islanders, they got picked 23rd.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a winger?
No, he's a forward.
Since when?
A different one. No, he's forward.
No, let's see.
Oh, that's right, because the original guy spelled the name wrong. I was thinking of someone else.
You didn't spell the name wrong.
Yeah, he said Holmstrom.
Oh, he's a winger. I didn't even know that. I think he was a defenseman. I mean, knowing he's a winger, they definitely need a winger. I mean, Beauvillier, he's inconsistent. If he pans out and makes his debut in the next 3 years, then yeah, I would love to see him. I'd love to see him play soon. I've seen the stats before. I mean, he did play in a tough SHL, but I think if he makes the NHL debut in the next 3 years, playing with Barzal, maybe they'll be really deadly. I missed a lot of questions. Oh yeah, so Sam Poon. We were on Sam Poon. Yeah, he's really good. If he plays with Crosby, it would be even better because we know what Crosby can do to prospects. We've seen it with Gensel, Conor Sherry, Brian Russ. He made their careers. Thoughts on the Red Wings prospect pool? It's good. Starting from Zadina. I'm not going to talk about their prospects right here. On Veleno too, but I like what they have as of right now. They picked Anthony Mantha. They have Dylan Larkin. They have really good young players. It just and they have a really bright future, and I can't wait to see what's in store for the Red Wings. Joe Veleno or Omil Bemstrom. I haven't heard a lot about Bemstrom. I'm gonna go Veleno only because of the name, but I want to see Omil Bemstrom play in the NHL or AHL. Maybe see his game in North American ice. So I'm gonna go Veleno right now. Hey Noah or Honka on the Stars. Honka, because I mean he's more of a promising player for me. He's only 23, and whereas Hey Noah, I mean I think I just more of a who has a better future. I'm gonna go Honka. He's gonna be good in a defensive Stars team. So I can't wait to see how he plays out. That's the Hall of Fame. Yeah, the first chance he gets, he's probably the biggest steal, one of the biggest steals in NHL history in the draft. Same as Bergeron. I mean, why not? He's probably the best defensive player to ever play in the history of the NHL. I mean, not in the history, maybe in the last. I mean, his whole career, the last 2 decades, he's probably the best player, defensive player. Top 5 most underrated D-men. You want to do this, Tyler?
Top 5 most underrated D-men. Number 1, I'm definitely going Seth Jones.
Mhm.
No, NHL Network put him top 5 in their rankings, but it's NHL Network. They always get it wrong. I'm not saying they got it wrong there, but he never gets the credit he deserves. Number 2, I'll go Ryan Ellis. He plays on a stacked D-core in Nashville. Again, doesn't get these old guys don't get the credit they deserve because they're playing on good teams. Number 3, I'll go Josh Morrissey with this one. you look at Jacob Truba, you put Josh Morrissey. Everyone just remembers the name Jacob Truba, but no one really talks about Josh Morrissey that much. He really helped Truba develop his game.
Yeah.
Yeah, give me your next two. I can't think of any more.
I mean, I'm gonna go one from the Islanders, Adam Pelech. Everyone does. Nobody in the NHL, I promise you, has not heard of him. And number 5, I'm gonna go Oscar Klefbom. Again, nobody talks about him too much. His slap shot is just deadly. And when he got injured, the Oilers were around where they were 15, 12, and 2. And they end up 19-9-3 or something like that. Once he got injured 5 games in or 7 games in or something like that. So yeah, I mean, I think they can make the playoffs with him at the top of the decor. I mean, it's only going to be him and Matt Benning starting the season in the first pairing, and then Darnell Nurse and Adam Morrison. They lost Sekera, so I don't know who they would really put down there. Maybe Chris Russell and I mean, I don't know who they put up there usually.
Maybe Evan Bouchard they bring up.
Yeah, maybe Bouchard, or maybe they call up Brendan Manning. Maybe. I mean, what's the point of not using him if you're gonna trade him for Drake Kajula? Really stupid trade, in my opinion. Anton Vasiliev, I did hear of him. He had 96 points in 82 or 52 games. Again, if it's 82, it's impressive. If it's 52, it's impressive. I hope he does come to North America soon, because he needs to. If he wants to play in the NHL, you need to transfer your game to North America. That's what separates players like Nail Yakupov and Nikita Kucherov. They could transfer the game to North America. 2019. Yeah, okay, I got it. Top 5 underrated 2020 draft prospects. We know Alexis Lafreniere. I think one name that nobody talks about right now is Lucas Ramon. I think it's Ramon. I don't know. I'm going on a brink here. Lucas Ramon. Raymond. Whatever. I'm going to go Raymond right now. Quinn Byfield for sure. What else is there? I mean, you have any Tyler you want to talk about?
I think it's too early to say who's underrated, who's not. I mean, we're a whole year away. I think we have to wait until the season starts to really see who's picking up their game this year, who's dropping their stock.
Yeah, I do like Wallstead. I think he could be a really good sleeper. He's a good sleeper. So hopefully, I think that Wallstead could be one of the best, like one of the better goalies to ever get drafted in the last decade. It's really early as of right now. I mean, nobody really talks about Alexander Holtz. He's also really good. He's a right winger. I mean, Caden Gouli's good. Jean-Luc Foudy. Again, there's so many names that are underrated. Holmstrom has leg injuries, though. I mean, again, injury is part of every hockey player. It's like almost certain. So, I mean, hopefully he's a good training, good recovery, and he can play for the Islanders soon. Who in the Devils is going to break out? I think Blake Coleman already broke out. I think it's time for Hischier to break out. Maybe.
Yeah.
I think Jesper Bratt already broke out.
No.
Well, maybe he will break out. Pavel Zacha needs to break out.
Desperately.
Yeah, desperately. This Taylor Hall sign. Yeah, I think he is. He's a really loyal player. It seems like, and I don't see him doing what Tavares did. He seems like a really loyal guy. He just wants to be part of a winner. That's the difference. If he sees the Devils are winning, he's gonna go long term with Devils. If not, then I mean it's questionable. We'll see. Thanks for doing these. These are really cool, and you've got amazing content. You'll be in 1K no time. Thank you for the support, man. You're gonna be seeing a lot of content, interviews, live streams, previews, NHL news.
Predictions.
Yeah, stay tuned. Stay tuned for everything. It's gonna be real good. Dobson and Bouchard, and why? I'm gonna go Bouchard here. I like Bouchard's game offensively, but there's some problems with his IQ. I like Dobson, but Bouchard seems like he's gonna have the better upside as of right now. But I think he needs to work on his hockey IQ and his defensive skill. What do you think, Tyler?
I'm gonna go Noah Dobson. I like his game a lot. I was watching the draft. As a Devils fan, I was hoping the Devils would get him. They got Ty Smith though, so I'm happy. But But Evan Bouchard played a couple games at Edmonton this season and struggled a lot. You could tell he was nervous. You could tell he was pressured. You could tell he was not smart with the puck. But that all comes with time and development. It's too early right now. I think their games are similar, but I feel like Dobson is the better defender right now.
Yeah. Okay, I like that, especially as an Islander fan. Okay, I'm gonna go Heinola. He's a really good player. He was drafted 20th overall by the Jets. I'm just making sure everyone knows that. He's really good. I haven't heard of Antti Honka, but if you're talking about Honka from the Stars, then yeah, I would have chose Honka. But you're talking about this Heinola and this Honka, then I'm gonna go Heinola right now. 5 biggest steals of the 2019 draft: Cole Caulfield, Bobby Rink.
Mm-hmm.
What else is
Nils
there?
Hoglander.
Niels Hoglander. I think Spencer Knight will be good. And Vasily put something.
Kaliev.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Sorry, forget Vasily. I'll go Arthur Kaliev. He's really good. Y'all need better cameras. One piece of advice. The more viewers we get, we're gonna get better cameras. We need more viewers, more subscribers. So that's why it's appreciated if you guys subscribe and like this video. What do you think of the Devils offseason? I'll give it an A+. So what do you think, Tower?
They won the offseason. Simple as that.
Yeah.
They got 2 best players that weren't playing in the NHL: Jack Hughes, Nikita Gusev. They got a very good defender in PK Subban. Some say he's overrated, but he could still prove himself in New Jersey. They got a good depth signing of Wayne Simmons. They completely filled the holes in their lineup. The only questionable thing now is goaltending. We'll see where Ratio does with that.
Yep. Yeah. Goaltending is one of the biggest concerns, but I hope it gets resolved. Maybe Blackwood steps in there and takes over Schneider's spot. Maybe Schneider plays good. Who knows? Maybe both of them play good. It all depends on goaltending. Best 2019 offseason, I'm gonna go Devils. I like Dallas too. I like Dallas. They got sorry, I was going to say Justin Spencer. They got Pavelski. They got Corey Perry. Sekera. It was a good offseason, but I wouldn't think it was nearly as good as the Devils. But yeah, it was still a good offseason. Wallstedt is a 2021 draft pick. Oh, okay. Well, that was my mistake. Then Wallstedt will be good when he gets called up. When he gets drafted in 2021, he will get drafted. It's a certainty he's going to get drafted. People call him a franchise goaltender as of right now. With the time he has, maybe he works on his glove hand. If I'm being honest, Ottawa does have a top 5 pool hands down because of. Look what they have. From defensive to offensive. It's really good. Philip Chaplik begins and Eric Brandstrom starts a defensive prospect. It's really good.
Logan Brown's still there. He can still develop.
Yeah. I forgot his name. My God. I can't forget. I remember his name.
Who?
The forward.
What year was he drafted?
2016. I forgot his name. Fuck. I don't know. Whatever. It's all right.
From what draft?
It was 2015 or 2016 or something. Alex Formenton.
Oh.
I like him. He's a speedy winger. He's a speedy winger. I'm forgetting one more, but it'll come back to me in a second. So I agree with you. They have a top 5 pool hands down. Kind of NHL awards out there, current players.
Who would you make them after? So, okay. So he said, like the Selke Trophy, he'd name it after Bergeron.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'd agree with that.
Hart would probably go McDavid, the McDavid Trophy.
Either McDavid or Crosby.
Yeah, and then the
or you can name Hart after Crosby and make the Ted Lindsay after McDavid.
Yeah, I like that. We know Rocket Richard. We know who that's going to be. Ovi.
Vezina, you'd probably name it after
Price, maybe, or Roy, Patrick Raw. And then the Maurice Richard.
Wait, what'd you name after Patrick Waugh?
The Vezina.
No, you can't.
The Vezina.
Not current player.
Oh, current. Sorry. Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. Then I'll go Price. Price, maybe. Probably Price. Yeah.
I agree with that. And what about Norris?
That's a tough one. Maybe you go with Hedman, maybe, or Carlson.
I'd probably say Carlson.
Yeah. What else are we missing?
And what about last one? Let's do Jack Adams.
The Barry Trotz.
I'd go.
Barry Trotz.
Who would I- No, I'd go Joe Quenneville.
Okay.
3 Stanley Cups.
Askarov would be a better goalie. Yeah, I mean, it's gonna depend on how they and I want to see them play in the NHL before I really make judgments. Did Arizona screw up taking Soderstrom and Hayden over Caulfield and Hughes? Hayden was questionable, but they chose Hayden over what they need rather than what was available. Like Zadina was still there. I'm pretty sure he was still there. Hayden, no, he wasn't there. I'm sorry. But Wallstrom was.
No, he was still there.
Oh, yeah.
Red Wings picked him 6.
Yeah. Then you're right. Yeah. It's just more of what they needed than what was left. And Soderstrom, yeah, they did screw up taking Soderstrom over Caulfield. So
They could have picked Cam York even.
yeah.
He was still there.
Yeah. What do the Islanders need to do to become a true cup contender? Oh, sorry. Let me answer the question before that. Top 5 2020. Alexis Lafreniere, Lucas Raymond, Quentin Byfield. What else is there left? Really, I mean, it's way too early to tell. But
there's right now.
Askarov,
Right now,
you would go
really
Askarov.
Like a solidified top 3.
Yeah, Cole Perfetti, Askarov. I like Cole Perfetti and Askarov a lot. Yeah. What do the Islanders need? I mean, this is a pretty straightforward question. They need you're saying Lindell. I like Anton Lindell. I like Holtz. But these are more sleepers than really prime top 5. What do the Islanders need to do to become a true cup contender? They need a star forward, that's for sure. I mean, they depend on defense way too much. I think that really showed in the Carolina series where it was all pretty close games except Game 4 and Game 3 was kind of a blowout, not so much. But they need a star forward because if they had Tavares that year, they could have got to the conference finals because that's all they need. So where's GM in the league?
Peter Chiarelli, if he was still there.
If he was still there, but he's not.
Yeah.
So
that makes it.
And you can't forget about Chuck. Chuck Fletcher is definitely up there. Paul Fenton's up there. Chuck Fletcher is an underrated bad GM because he's been done really questionable moves. Yeah. Which prospect has the most depth? Yeah, Carolina because like Tyler said before, Natchez. They got Julian Gaultier, Jake Bean. It's just so underrated. So yeah.
It doesn't get talked about too much.
All right. Yeah.
Overrated teams like the Rangers.
Yeah.
Get talked about it more.
All right. So get your last questions in here. We're gonna finish up. Islanders are doing well because they changed the way since Tavares left. Yes, because that begins with Barry Trotz, his defense system that he implemented in. Everyone believed in it, and look how it did. I mean, look how they did. He went from worst to first in defensive numbers. They made Robin Lehner Vezina candidate. I mean, it is a two-way street, but it's very good. It's very good that they implemented this new system. We have a question here. Would big teams like St. Louis and Washington win a cup? Can a team succeed with a smaller core like Gaudreau and Marner? I mean, yeah, why not? Size doesn't really matter anymore. But I mean, yeah, I guess there's a smaller chance that smaller core would win because, you look at St. Louis, they had a big people like physical players like Edmondson and Bortuzzo, and their star players even threw on their bodies like O'Reilly, Barbashev threw out around his body, Maroon, Robert Thomas is small in size, but he has a big heart and he just was so physical. Pietrangelo, Parayko. I mean, yeah, you have to have size in this league, especially in the playoffs, because look how bad Gaudreau struggled in the playoffs. They bullied him on the ice. So Kings went from first to last. I mean, they didn't go from first, but they didn't. I mean, they were good, but they went to last. Yeah, it was bad. LA added Turcotte, Kaliev, Fagem,
Jersey, and Grundstrom to their pool this season.
Yeah, it's still good.
I think LA had a very good draft this season.
Yeah, I like how they added Grundstrom.
They stole Kaliev from that second round.
Yeah.
Turcotte, again, I think they stole him. He was supposed to go fifth. He was supposed to go third. Again, Bjornfoot, very good pick. Their first 3 picks they had this year, they all end up being elite players, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree, and I think they stole away Carl Grundstrom from the Leafs from Jake Muzzin at the time.
Yeah.
But I like what they did there, and they have a really good pool. So get your last questions in. We're gonna keep answering them for like the last 5 minutes here. What's going on with all the big name RFAs still unsigned? Tyler.
Yeah.
What's going on with all the big name RFAs that are still unsigned?
Well, they all seem to be waiting on Mitch Marner as of now. We heard the news this week. Zach Werenski and Brock Besser's agent come out and say what they've asked for. Werenski wants a 3-year deal with $5 million AAV at least minimum. Besser wants a 4-year deal with $7 million AAV. They'd be very good deals for the teams. It's a team-friendly deal, in my opinion. But the thing that worries these guys, like Columbus, what worries them is the term. They want to sign Werenski to a long term and not let him walk when the term is done. But Besser, if they give him a 4-year, it's not that big of a problem. He'll still be an RFA at the end of that deal. But guys like Point, Marner, still waiting for the team to clear up cap space to sign them. You heard this week Marner went to talking to Zurich to train with them. I'm still shocked Mikko Rantanen's still not signed. Colorado still has cap space, a lot of it actually. Sign him to that big contract. We saw Colin White get signed this week to a 4.75 deal.
Yeah, for 6 years.
Signing, in my opinion. Yeah, very good signing, in my opinion. The kid has a lot of upside. I'm still waiting on Matt Tkachuk, Calgary. Like all these teams that the RFAs are on, they still need to clear cap space, and I think that's what they're waiting on. But they're still waiting on Mitch Marner to sign as well.
Yeah, I agree. That's gonna do it for this stream. Thank you all for joining. We're gonna have a stream soon. You guys are gonna ask us every question you want. Thank you all for joining. If you liked, subscribe and like it. That's Tyler over there on the other side talking. I'm Eric, and we'll see you soon.